saying so long, but hey, don't go away. My 66-inch friend is coming in.
That's wonderful.
I'm glad you like it.
Yep.
7:31. We had a nice time on Saturday. I want to do this before I forget. I'll show you the nice award we received.
Oh, that is nice.
At the Scenic Byway annual conference that they had in Caro at Old Ironside's Steakhouse, which was delicious, by the way.
Yeah, I bet.
So we received the 2025 Friend of the Byway Business Award, and a presentation took place with everybody there. And it was great, and I was happy because both Jeremy and Doug could be there because they did so much work and enjoyed it so much when they were covering the schoolhouse move, and I think that's maybe one of the reasons we received the award. So I was glad they were there to receive that. So thank you very much to the Scenic Byway folks, and they are geared up and ready to go for this spring. But they had their annual conference in Caro, and we were able to attend. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll put it back here. Might be able to see it there. Yeah, okay. Wanted to do that before I forgot it.
Yeah, very nice.
Also,
nice that they recognized this.
I'm a little jumpy this morning.
I can tell. Yeah, you just are revved up, ready to go.
Well, I really prepped yesterday and today, so I feel like we could really have a good show because it's kind of planned.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it probably won't go that way.
Oh.
Plans are great until they come unraveled.
Yes. And sometimes they do.
Yeah. Make a plan, and sometimes it doesn't work. Now, we wanted to kind of remind you right away that there is a ribbon cutting today and tours available at the Broken Bow schools, middle school and high school. Go to the new main entrance, which is on the south side, and they're going to start giving tours and an open house that starts at 9:30 this morning.
Oh, wow.
And then they'll have the ribbon cutting at 11.
Okay.
So you can go up. If you haven't been inside the school, they'd love to have you come up and take a tour, and they'll have an open house, and then 11 o'clock they'll cut the ribbon. So that's taking place. And there's also another ribbon cutting coming up later this week through the Broken Bow Chamber, Wednesday at 3:45 at the Armory Building. And this one I know is close to your heart because this is for Custer County youth sports.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a soccer skills assessment taking place during the event as well. So those are a couple things coming up that will be happening through the Broken Bow Chamber. And if you haven't seen the inside of the school yet, it'd be a good way to get up there and see it since it's all done.
Yeah, I would. I don't know if my schedule will allow it today, but I would like to go on one of those tours. I've seen the gym, and I've seen the Fine Arts Center more than once, but everything in between I haven't seen yet. So, yeah, the tours would be great.
It would also be nice when you went back, you'd know a little bit better where you were going.
Yes.
Because Jeremy and I went up once to kind of look over the Fine Arts Performance Theater because we was kind of getting ready for the Quiz Bowl and wanted to see how that was going to lay out. Mm-hmm. So we walked in the south entrance, and I'm going, well, I don't even know which direction to go, you know. And once we started, then it seemed familiar once we got going. Yeah. But that'd be a good way to get yourself familiar with the different locations of different events there. But to give you a chance to see the school today, it's nice of them to do that. So
yeah.
That's happening today. All right, let's take a look at the school lunch menus.
Okay.
And see what's for lunch.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't think we've got March yet.
We don't have March. So we'll be filing these in file 13. I'm going to go through and make sure. I don't think we have any that are stapled to. There we go. That's file 13. Oh, I do have the Prairie Pioneers. No, I don't. That's not here either. So let's file these in file 13.
Yeah, there goes that plan you were talking about.
Yeah, that went away real quick. Oh, I do know that someone's going to be happy today.
Oh.
Because it's John Bon Jovi's birthday today.
Oh, it is. Yeah. All right. We're going to play some Bon Jovi? We're going to be living on a prayer today?
Oh, this hurts. But it's part of the prep.
Okay.
came in. Bon Jovi is 64 today. Grammy-winning Hall of Fame rocker. I guess you'd call him a rocker.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of. Anyway, he's 64 today. If you're having a birthday today, happy birthday to you and Bon Jovi. Here he is on The Breakfast Show. His hair's kind of grayish, too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting that way. Yeah.
I wonder if Christy still likes him if he has gray hair.
Yeah, I'm guessing yes.
Let's play the game.
Okay, let's do. Here's my questions. March is sauce month. So we're going to ask you questions about sauces. Here you go. Italian and Mexican cooking both use this sauce, salsa verde. What does the name mean? Does it mean green sauce, leafy sauce, fresh salad, or jelly sauce? Italian and Mexican cooking both use this sauce, salsa verde. What does the name mean? Green sauce, leafy sauce, fresh salad, or jelly sauce? If you know the answer, you can call us at 872-2801.
And their prize today?
Breakfast sandwich from Howdy's on Monday.
Oh, right. The phone's ringing. We'll pick it up while you guys listen to this.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day.
Here at Bruning Bank, our roots run deep in Nebraska agriculture, and we are proud to work with farmers and ranchers every day to grow and improve their operations. In honor of National Ag Month, we want to recognize all those who work in the ag industry and say thank you. These past few years have not been easy, and you have shown your resilience and dedication to your land, crops, and livestock productions. Bruning Bank is proud to support your operation by providing you with all the financial services you need, from checking to loans to useful business technologies. Bruning Bank, build, grow, thrive, member FDIC.
Whether you're buying, selling, or just shouting out a birthday, Party Line is the place to do it.
Show me the money!
Every weekday from 10:30 to 11 a.m. on KCNI. Call 872-2801 to get on the air. Or email your listings anytime to KCNIPartyline@hotmail.com. From bargains to birthdays, events to great tunes. Catch it all on Party Line on KCNI.
All right, we have Travis on the line. Good morning, Travis. How are you?
I'm good, Dave. Good morning. How about you?
Oh, we're doing great. Brent just asked me a question. Maybe I'll ask you the same. I didn't know anything about this, but he went out and watched the planets lined up on Saturday night. Did you do anything like that?
You know what? I didn't, and I can't even tell you what my sign is as far as astrology goes. So Brent's probably way ahead of me in that department.
Well, I probably would have did it if I would have known about it. I can't believe I did. I like that sort of thing. I like the planets lined up, especially these days.
Maybe that explains all the craziness that's going on right now.
Exactly. All right, here's Brent with your question.
All right, Travis, Italian and Mexican cooking both use this sauce, salsa verde. What does the name mean? Is it green sauce, leafy sauce, fresh salad, or jelly sauce?
Green sauce.
Yes, it's green. And because because you've answered correctly, we're going to give you a certificate that'll get you a free breakfast sandwich at Howdy Coffee Company here in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us when you can.
That's awesome. You guys are the best part of the morning.
Thanks, Travis. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Well, Travis can pick up that sandwich sometime when he comes out to talk about his Revolution group, which he's been doing lately. Really enjoy that. Back to Howdy's, too. We did have Barry Fox on the air here a while back, and he was talking about be watching for some new things at Howdy's. They got some new things coming up.
Yeah.
All right. Another birthday.
Okay.
If you're having a birthday and you prefer country, this will work for you. If you don't like Bon Jovi for some odd reason. Anyway.
I like Bon Jovi.
I know you do.
You can play another if you like.
No. I mean, no, I can't.
Okay.
But we try to be flexible here on the Breakfast Show. We play both country and rock and a little blues and a little Americana. I really like this guy, and this is one of his early songs, which I still think is one of the best country songs around. Just a personal opinion.
Okay.
I have a personal opinion about Bon Jovi, too, but I'm not going to express that to you. This gentleman is 36 years old today, multi-award-winning country music singer-songwriter who broke out in 2017 with his debut album, This One's For You. And this might have been on that album. I'm not sure. But we'll give it a whirl here. Luke Combs. Luke Combs celebrating his 36th birthday today.
Sunday morning, man, she woke up fighting mad.
Right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Bon Jovi's all right. It's mostly Christy. I'll mostly do it for. I'm going to just be honest with you. I mostly, hash over Bon Jovi just to try to get to Christy.
Yeah.
That's one of the things Jeremy and I was talking about Saturday. Former sports guy before you came back had Christy's buttons pushed so wonderfully.
I've heard some of those stories actually. Yeah.
he could.
And it sounds like he loved to keep pushing them.
Oh, he just pushed them until they were red hot. Hey, we're going to be giving away. This is going to be a great prize. This is in honor of the Love Local promotion, which is still going on. It'll go on all this week.
Yeah, I think this is the final week, right?
Yep, and it's all Cozad.
Oh, good.
Every giveaway this week will be a business from Cozad, and they have some great businesses in Cozad, including J.M.'s Gifts.
Oh, that is a neat store. Yes,
It's got everything. Everything. And so you'll want to take $25 and go down to Paul's and look around. There'll be games. There'll be all sorts of things that you can buy as gifts. And, of course, it's a pharmacy as well. But the gift department there is unreal.
It is.
So we'll be giving away a $25 gift card to J.M.'s Gifts in Cozad a little bit later on in the show.
All right, sounds good.
All right, very good. Real quick. Winding down. Sports is winding down.
Well, the winter sports season is, yes.
Well, there'll be track, yes, and golf.
Yeah, but things are kind of winding down here for the very busy winter sports season for sure.
Are you trying to push my buttons?
Oh no! What do you mean?
Well, I was leading into your segue into sports, and
yes,
you were trying to put a spoke in the wheel. What's going on here, man?
No, things are slowing down. Yes, they are. I'm able to breathe a little bit, so I'm happy about that.
So are parents and grandparents.
Yes, for sure. Hey, congratulations to the SEM girls basketball team. They won their district final on Friday, and they are headed to the girls state basketball tournament, which will begin later this week. They will play on Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. and take on Red Cloud. So the game will be at the Devaney Center in Lincoln, and we appreciate the businesses around Sumner, Eddyville, and Miller, and all across our coverage area that have helped us cover the Lady Mustangs throughout the season, and we'll be there to cover their games from the state tournament beginning on Wednesday night at the Devaney Center. So we'll have all of their games for you live on KBBN Radio beginning on Wednesday. Now, the day prior to that, on Tuesday, we'll be busy covering a couple of boys' district finals, as we will be covering Mullen in the D2-2 boys' district final as they travel to Humphrey to take on Archangels Catholic, and that will tip off at 5 o'clock. We're going to broadcast that for you on KCNI Radio, so we want to stress our internet options to listen to the game. Of course, we'll have it on KCNI 1280 AM and 96.3 FM, but you can listen to it anywhere through KCNI1280.com and the free KCNI Pure Country app. And then we'll follow Twin Loop to McCool Junction as they take on them for the D1-6 Boys District Championship game. And we'll broadcast that game for you Tuesday evening on KBBN Radio. And we also received permission to do a live video stream, so you can watch the Twin Loop game on Sandhills Express Facebook and YouTube, accompanied by the radio call. And the tip for the game is 6:30 on Tuesday night. So here we go.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's winding down.
It is. Yes, it is. It is winding down.
All right. Prices are winding down with the specials at the grocery cart.
Uh-huh.
Saving you money. We all know food's expensive these days. Groceries are a little bit tougher than they were 10 years ago to fit into the budget. And Steve and the crew offer specials to try to help you out. To get those things you need to put in the cupboards and put on the table. And my 66-inch friend, Brent.
Now you're pushing my buttons.
has the specials for you out at the grocery cart.
All right, here we go. This is the new ad that was released today. It runs today through March 8th at the grocery cart in Broken Bow. When's Senior Day?
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Let me write that down. I just had a birthday.
Yeah, you're in.
I've not had the opportunity to take advantage of that yet.
That helps.
Because it's 55, isn't it?
Yes, 55. Yeah.
Wow.
Shelley,
I
Shelley
can't
shop.
wait till Thursday.
Shelley can't shop.
Not yet.
She's getting close.
No.
Never mind.
Yeah, she is getting close, but not yet. I can, though.
Well, you can go together.
So with that in mind, she's probably putting her list together right now.
Yeah.
Saying, Brent, you're going to go shopping on Thursday. Okay, here we go. Here's your specials for this week at the GK. Fresh 80% lean ground beef in the 10-pound tube is at $3.98 a pound. Prairie Fresh natural bone-in Boston butt pork roast is $1.98 a pound. Cube steak on sale for $7.98 a pound, and boneless country-style pork ribs are $2.98 a pound. 2.5-pound bag of Best Choice all-natural boneless skinless chicken thighs are $7.38, and fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in split chicken breasts are $2.48 a pound. Daly's smoked slice bacon, $5.98 for the package. Johnsonville Family Pack smoked sausage, $7.98. Oscar Mayer deli shaved lunch meats are $4.98, and Gary's Quick Steak beef, corned beef or chicken is $5.98. Kraft shredded cheese, $2.98 for the package. Daisy cottage cheese is on sale for $3.78. Pillsbury Grand's biscuits are $1.98. Kraft American cheese singles are $3.98. Florida's natural orange juice, the big jugs, are $7.48 this week, and 1-pound package of Best Choice butter is $2.98. Other specials you'll find this week: Eggo waffles are $2.98 for the box. Marie Callender lasagna, $14.98. Best Choice whipped topping, $2.48. Toaster scrambles on sale for $2.98. Other grocery savings this week: Best Choice hamburger or hot dog buns are just $1.93. Frito-Lay Lays get 2 for $5. Frito-Lay Doritos get 2 for $8. Nabisco Oreo cookies are on sale for $4.98. Cremette pasta, 98 cents. Kraft Miracle Whip is $5.48 for the jar, and Kellogg's Pop-Tarts are on sale for $2.98. In the produce section, red ripe strawberries, 2-pound package, $5.98. Fresh red or green seedless grapes are $2.28 a pound. California large size lemons, 2 for $1. Large size avocados are 98 cents each. Other specials in the produce section: 8-ounce bag of Taylor Farms Sugar Snap peas, get 2 for $6. 3-count tray of fresh rainbow peppers are $3.98. And J&M Farms sliced white mushrooms get 2 packages for $4 this week. Other store-wide savings: Kellogg's cereals on sale, get 2 for $7. Post cereals are on sale for $2.48. Keebler Townhouse Club or Cheez-It crackers are $3.98. Kraft salad dressing, $2.98 for the bottle. Betty Crocker cake or brownie mixes are 2 for $3. Texas Roadhouse sauce, since March is sauce month, $3.98 this week. Best Choice brown or powdered sugar, the 2-pound package, 2 for $5. General Mills Chex Mix, Bugles, or Gardetto snacks, $2.98. Best Choice granulated sugar, the 4-pound package, $2.98. And Pioneer Gravy, the packets are on sale, 4 for $5. In the deli section, sliced to order Kretschmar Black Forest ham this week is $7.98 a pound, and sliced to order Kretschmar baby Swiss cheese, $8.98 a pound. And those are just some of the specials that you're going to find this week at the grocery cart in Broken Bow.
Thanks, Brent. News coming up right after these words.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Just want to let you know that I love the show.
I love what you guys are doing in the morning. It makes my day so much better.
KCNI, KBBN Radio.
Need a waterer for your livestock? Miracle models are waiting for you at AeroSeed in Broken Bow. Featuring one-piece body polyethylene construction, no sharp edges, tough durability, foam insulation, easy cleaning features, and a 5-year warranty, AeroSeed has models ranging from 4 to 70 gallons. You don't even need a wrench to access the valve area. Just one of several conveniences you'll learn about when you talk to AeroSeed in Broken Bow about Miracle Waterers.
Are your aches and pains preventing you from doing the things you love? Call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We offer complete one-on-one physical therapy for you. Call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is known as the best hands in town and will help you achieve your goals to keep you moving. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Day 3 of the war with Iran, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the U.S. stands firm.
We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
His vow less than an hour after military officials confirmed a 4th U.S. service member has died after being wounded in Iran's initial attacks. We've also gotten confirmation all crew ejected safely when Kuwait mistakenly shot down 3 American fighter jets. The Red Crescent is reporting 555 people have been killed in Iran. Defense Secretary Hegseth says the U.S. goal is clear.
Destroy Iranian offensive missiles, destroy Iranian missile production, destroy their navy and other security infrastructure, and they will never have nuclear weapons.
Iran's security chiefs just announced the country will defend itself no matter the costs. Israel and Lebanon have been trading missile strikes for the first time in a year. Commercial air traffic throughout the Middle East is at a standstill. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by the NSP, the Nebraska State Patrol Investigative Services Division, with the assistance from the Kearney County Sheriff's Office and Kearney County Attorney's Office, is conducting a death investigation in rural Kearney County. The Kearney County Sheriff's Office was called to the scene early Saturday afternoon. Preliminary investigation revealed 3 children and an adult female with apparent gunshot wounds. The adult female was found deceased. The 3 children were transported by ambulance to Good Samaritan Hospital in Kearney and treated for their injuries. 2 of the children have since been transported to Children's Hospital in Omaha. All 3 children are expected to survive. They are all under the age of 12. The investigation is continuing, and the law enforcement is confident that there is no ongoing threat to the public. Names are not being released as of this time to protect the identities of the victims. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Tyler Reddick was the NASCAR winner for the 3rd straight week to start the season. For his team's co-owner Michael Jordan, Shane Van Gisbergen finished 2nd. The race was on the road course in Austin, Texas. No individual driver had ever won 3 straight to start a year in the Cup Series. Alex Palou won the IndyCar season opener on the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida. Nico Echeverria took the golf tournament in Florida. Shane Lowry, who had the late lead, finished in a tie for 2nd. Lionel Messi with 2 goals as Miami in Major League Soccer got 4 goals second half to win 4-2 at Orlando. The St. Louis Cardinals gave manager Carlos Marmol a 2-year extension. College hoops, Ohio State upset number 8 Purdue. Women's number 1 UConn is undefeated still after an easy win at St. John's. NBA victories for the Clippers and Lakers. Oklahoma City won again. Boston beat Philadelphia 114-98.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Cloudy skies expected today with daytime highs approaching 48. Winds out of the south 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for rain with fog in spots tonight. Lows dip down to about 31. Cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 53 and foggy early tomorrow. Slight chance of rain. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situations change? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you.
We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track, no matter what happens. Contact us today at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It is about 4 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's go outside and find out what it really feels like with Jack Simpson. Jack, what's it like out there? Hello, Jack. What's it like out there? Jack must be having some problems. We'll take a time out.
Okay.
We'll find Jack, or we'll find the Currents.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show
My day starts right.
with Dave and Brent.
The best bulls and heifers come from the Sandhills, and those bulls and heifers are at Mason Angus and Sim Angus Ranch near Anselmo. Get ready for their upcoming bull sale Saturday, March 7th at Broken Bow Livestock. You won't want to miss the opportunity to buy the first bulls and heifers sired by Mason Landmark 2313, a leading Angus sire that was born and bred at the Mason Ranch. When you want to raise quality cattle with the value of heterosis, it's Mason Angus and Sim Angus. See the catalog at masonangusandsimangus.com or call Tim at 308-643-9403.
Drivers and farmers need a DOT physical? Thompson Chiropractic has you covered. At Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, Dr. Riley Thompson provides certified DOT physicals to keep you moving safely and confidently. Some call it a CDL physical or a med card. Whatever you call it, Thompson Chiropractic handles it with professional, hassle-free care. When it's time for your next DOT physical, remember Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, your dependable stop for DOT exams.
Are you looking for a local seed solution working alongside a local partner? Call Terry Sterner about your alfalfa, cane, cover crop, and food plot goals. He'd be happy to talk to you about the solutions he offers as a representative for La Crosse Seed. To maximize ROI while also keeping your wallet in mind, go with proven products that increase the bottom line at a good price. Call Terry Sterner in Myrna at 308-643-9476. That's Terry Sterner at 643-9476. for alfalfa, cane, cover crop, and food plot seed.
Hi, this is Andrew Knost, CEO at Gothenburg Health. We believe quality healthcare does more than heal. It helps communities thrive. We continue to reimagine rural healthcare with a balance of innovation, compassion, and expertise to serve you better. And because we're supporting our friends, family, and neighbors, delivering quality care just means more. Gothenburg Health. Well ahead.
It's 8:06. Well, as we said earlier, you make a plan, and then something else happens. We're not sure, some tech problems with the mix or the mic, but Jack is not able to tell us what it really feels like out there. But we can tell you it's 27 degrees, a little hazy out there. There was a little fog in the air this morning. Still looks like it's a little hazy. I can see through Doug's window there. Wind's not a factor so far. Barometric pressure down 1 point at 30.11. Humidity at 94%. Yesterday's high was 38 with an overnight low of 26. Didn't feel like 38 most of the day yesterday, but late in the afternoon it got kind of nice. Sunset today at 6:30. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:09. That reminds us to remind you, when you go to bed on Saturday night, it's spring or near spring. That means you spring your clock forward 1 hour when you go to bed.
Yippee.
It's going to be darker in the morning, but you're going to have a little more time at night to, do some things around the house or the farm or ranch. Just a reminder.
Yes.
27, we'll call it foggy, hazy, but not so much that it slows you down.
Good.
That's a look at the weather this morning. All right, Brent, I
Yes, Dave.
think...
Yeah.
The plan was, and it was a plan, that we would read some live reads this morning. We have some guests coming in.
Yeah.
The live reads are all on your table. I didn't split I put
okay.
those out yesterday, and I forgot to split them up. So
Okay.
the plan was to have them split up this morning, but the plan failed.
You want to split them up now?
Sure.
I'll give
That's
you
easy enough.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's hard to reach clear over there when you're only 66 inches.
You got that right. We got a lot of jobs that are available and good ones. Myers Construction has some jobs that they need filled. They're hiring multiple positions here in Broken Bow at Myers Construction, and they're seeking dependable team members for the following positions: diesel mechanic, welder fabricator, electrical apprentice, construction laborer, pipe fitter, plumbing technician, concrete worker, finisher, and competitive pay will be paid to all these positions based on experience. Travel may be required. You must have a valid driver's license. So stop by their website at myersconstruct.com to apply online, or you can also go to they have a website that you can get an application, myersconstruct.com employment-application. Or give them a call at 308-872-5469. Make it easier for you. This information is on Sandhills Express jobs listing page.
All right, we'll stay with the jobs. Ansley Public Schools looking to fill 2 food service positions. They are accepting applications now for food service manager and head cook, and also an assistant cook. So come join a supportive school environment preparing and serving meals for students and staff. Offering competitive pay and compensation package, a year-round schedule, starting date would be negotiable. If you're interested, we encourage you to contact Ansley Superintendent Kim Jonas at 308-935-1121. You can also email her at kjonas, Jonas, at ansleyps.org. This information can be found on the Sandhills Express employment page.
All right, thank you very much, Brent Amperson. It's 10 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, and one of our callers this morning mentioned this crazy world we live in, and it's back to the Middle East again, and we know there's plenty of coverage out there, plenty of options for coverage for the Iranian situation, but always go to this one when it's the Middle East situation. Seems like Johnny Cash has a handle on it. It's called Going by the Book, that he released many years ago. Here it is on The Breakfast Show for you.
any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You've got a friend.
In Nebraska, honesty and integrity matter. These are the values local broadcasters live by. When others try to divide and mislead, you need a source you can trust that knows your hometown. Nebraska broadcasters aren't just voices on your radio and faces on your screen. We're your neighbors, focused on improving the communities we call home, providing verified information you can trust. KCNI, KBBN, and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, serving our community, committed to truth. Dave Davis Auction Service is taking consignments for an upcoming machinery consignment auction on April 4th at the Custer County Fairgrounds in Broken Bow. In order to receive proper advertising of items and to get your items on the flyer, get your list of consignments into the Dave Davis Auction Service office by Monday, March 9th. Direct your questions to Jim at 308-870-1785. Again, get your consignments in by March 9th for the April 4th Machinery Consignment Auction from Dave Davis Auction Service.
Grow the minds of little readers in your home with the help of Varney Pharmacy. They are excited to announce that new baby and toddler books are here. Baba Boo Board Books supports children's development, positive values like friendship, kindness, and courage. And perhaps most importantly, they make learning fun and meaningful. Each title features fun characters, bright, colorful pages, and stories kids will love. Get yours at Varney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow.
8:16, you're listening to The Breakfast Show on a Monday, and we're happy to have our first guest in the studio. Broken Bow Rotary, Colleen Gates is here. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Once I found my car keys, I was doing great.
Well, Colleen, we've been talking about making a plan and then having it go south. So that happens, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Mine plans have definitely gone south this month. But
yeah, well, we're glad you're here, and we're glad that Rotary is doing what it's doing. And you're the president, right?
Yes, I am.
And how long do you remain president?
I am president through the end of June, and then Kyle Kellum will be the new Rotary president.
Well, that's
starting
great.
July 1st.
Good for him and good for you. Thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things happening out of Rotary. What's on your mind today?
Well, we wanted to first thank everyone for helping out. We had a couple fundraisers that we were involved with last month, and they went very well. We'll use some of the money that we raised to send our some kids to RILA, which is our Rotary Youth Leadership Camp.
Okay.
So, and then we were involved with the Inclusive Playground, their pancake feed this past, not past weekend before.
The Sunday before, I think.
Sunday before, yes.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that wasn't as good as last year, but still was raised, a fair amount of funds. So that was good.
Yeah. We kind of need to keep our minds on that and keep it ramped up, don't we?
Yes, we really do. I know they're going to be discussing that. What can we do? Yeah. And Jessica was going to talk with them and see how much like the community could do to maybe cut down on some of the costs.
Yeah. It's very much needed, but that playground equipment is so expensive.
It really is.
It makes it very challenging to, come up with those kind of funds. But I know we'll get it done. We just need to kind of reset and get the energy going again.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really does. I know we got a text, I think it was Thursday or Friday, where another piece of equipment, current playground equipment had broken or whatever.
No. Okay.
So it definitely is needed and stuff. So, and I think they're going to try to do one, because they're actually trying to work on two playgrounds, but at least try to work on the first one, see about getting that one started.
Yeah, and maybe that is exactly what we need to do is get the first one going and then move to the second one when we can.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure that will be discussed. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, since we were on the air last time talking about the summit that we had, so it's been a very busy February for all of us. And then this week on our Rotary meeting, we were supposed to have, Deb was going to present on the conference she was going to in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
with all the trouble and everything down there, and where she was heading was in part of the ones that they were recommending nobody go to.
So
she did not go to the conference.
Well, I'm glad she didn't.
Yeah, she decided not to go, and I understand. Everyone understands what. So I don't know if they're going to postpone it or have it again, or I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't think they've made plans yet that I've heard with everything going on. And then later on this month, Kyle and Tina here will be going to PETS, which is the Rotary, the training for the president and president-elect training sessions and stuff. So because Tina's going to be president the year after Kyle.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yes.
Which we're proud of her for that.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So they're going to be going to a special Rotary training for that. So that's coming up this month.
All right. Now, did you have the opportunity to do that?
Yes, I did. For actually 2 years I went. So, and it was interesting. Last year when I was in with a group that they were talking about some of their fundraisers, and the one group raised $150,000 in one of their fundraisers, and I'm going, that doesn't quite work around here.
we have a little different income level. We don't have as many people.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
This was I believe, was from Denver, or it was from a large city and stuff like that. But some of the people, they're fundraising, our goals, if we can make 1,000 or 1,500, we're doing fantastic on a fundraiser.
Sure.
We think, anyway, for the ones that we do. And
yeah, it works.
Yes. Might have to have a few more, but it does work and stuff. And no.
Well, I'm sure the basics of being a leader in the Rotary are kind of the same no matter what population is.
It is. There's a little difference when when you're talking about a bigger club versus a smaller club and stuff like that. Some of the things that they require and do just doesn't apply. It's not something that we're going to do. We don't need to take roll call. We don't need to do, have a special greeter at the door. They come in and everyone greets everybody and stuff like that. It's a little different environment, but yeah, a lot of the basics are the same though.
Sounds a little more casual here.
It is.
Which is good.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
And stuff. So one of the main thing I wanted to talk about this morning is we finally got all of our funding for our global grant that we have been working on, the next one in next phase of the global grant that we have. So, and we want to thank all the groups that were involved. We had several different Rotary groups from around the area that helped us with our funding. Cheyenne County, Kearney Dawn. There was one other one. Oh, in St. Paul.
St. Paul, okay.
And then we had Rotary from different regions or whatever help us. One was from India and one was, I believe, from Mexico, and then our own district all helped and stuff. So it's been a lot of work. Deb's put a lot of work into it, and they've done. But we have to raise all of our funds first, or get all of our pledges. Then we can put our application into Rotary International and see if they'll match it.
Okay, and if they do, what are some of the things that can happen from that?
Right. Most of what this one is, we're trying to provide girl-friendly toilets to the 4 different schools.
Okay.
Now, some of these schools are very big. One of them, which doesn't have running water currently, is 1,600 kids.
Wow. That is big.
Yes. Yeah. It's more than this, more than our entire school system, but they've got that. And then they have just drop zones, or what we call our old outhouses or whatever.
Right.
They're not private. They're just one bit long house or whatever. They go in. So, which is not very conducive to if you do have your period, or anyone else would want it. And conditions are not sanitary. They're not. There's no water in them either.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get the water going, right?
Right. The water is the biggest thing. We want to make sure that we have the water running to the schools.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the country over there, they don't have running water. They have to go to. They usually have a borehole somewhere, but it's sometimes a long distance. Sometimes the women take all day just to go there virtually and come back with the water and stuff like that. It's not clean. It's usually from the river, So this will help out the villages as well as anything, as just the schools or whatever. The villages are very excited. The Rotary is helping to pay for the boreholes, the solar panels that will power the well and stuff like that, and the piping. But the villagers are actually digging the so we can lay the pipe between the borehole and the schools and stuff. And not only are we going to, put, like I said, girl-friendly toilets, so they'll have their own private place with a place to wash their hands, but there will be sanitation for all the students. All of them will have running water so they can wash up after using the bathrooms and stuff like that.
Isn't that a kind of should be a slap on the side of her face going, we have it so good here, and so good of the Rotary to try to improve those young people's lives and give them a chance, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, we have our projects here that we try to help locally and stuff like that, but this is something internationally. A lot of times they like to do that. Like there's some of the statistics in sub-Saharan Africa, 60% of the schools don't even have proper toilets. 50% don't even have running water.
Wow.
All of our students, a few of us remember the outhouses and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Maybe
I remember my grandparents had one on there.
Yeah, my grandma did too. And it's kind of weird because my wife and I was talking about it this morning. In the winter, you had what do they call it? A pot
chamber pot or whatever. Yeah.
And we thought that was tough, but gosh, these kids don't even have that.
Yeah, most of them don't. So this is, they they don't have any hand washing. I mean, should help with disease control and sanitation all the way around. Because one of the issues, not only, like I said, besides the girl-friendly toilets, which will help keep the girls in school, that's the main objective, is to provide a place, and then they can stay in school instead of staying home whenever they have their period.
Right.
Because that just takes so many days out of the school year that they don't.
Yeah.
Don't have.
Yeah, I'm glad that you've met your goal, and now you're going to make the application.
We have finalized the application last Friday and submitted it.
Fantastic.
So it is there. We've got and like I said, one of the other things promote the hygiene. They'll have classes there. That's one of our objectives. Not only to have. We want to build all these facilities. We will also train the people how to maintain them. The villagers will actually do the maintenance of everything.
Yeah, because that's a great plan, because if you build it and they don't know how to take care of it, then you're back to square one, really.
Right. We will provide any assistance they need, any training they need, things like that, but they need to be the one, because things go wrong all the time. I mean, it's not like everything, you put something in, it runs perfectly, and even if it is running, then what happens, in the future and stuff like that. But one of the things, that we've is the entire community involvement. The people are the ones out there digging the ditches. They all, men, women, children are all out there helping to dig the ditch so the pipes can go in and everything like that. So they really want this to happen.
They're invested in it, right?
They're invested in it. And also there's going to be an agricultural course that they can teach now to grow their own vegetables. It'll also help pay for the facility is to grow their own vegetables in the school, and they can use that themselves so they don't have to go out and pay for some, and then maybe even sell any of their extras and stuff like that. So
comes back to the water, doesn't it?
It all comes back to the water,
Yep.
which we kind of know around here. You've got to have the water in order to grow the crops or
Yep.
anything like that. You
Yeah.
have to have water. And if it's not clean or anything like that, then you get disease and everything else. So it
Well,
does.
Great. That's great news. And that just happened this past Friday. so-
Yes, we finally got it. I mean, Deb's been working on it for quite a while and stuff. And the people of Zimbabwe, they're mainly the ones that are working through it and getting everything lined up, because it's not only just our organization, it's other ones that down there that actually that help things along, and several government agencies there and stuff help it, as well as a lot of local health organizations and stuff that are promoting it.
Okay.
So
Back here at home, the more members you have, the more you can do here locally and across the world. So
yes.
I know you're always looking for new members to join up, and a good way to maybe get started is come to one of your meetings, right?
Yeah, come to one of our meetings. The way I started is I helped with some of our service projects that we have going on in the area. I started saying, well, I'll help there and try that and see what it was like. But yeah, you can get involved in a couple of different ways.
Okay. All right. And your meetings are when?
They're the first and the third Wednesday of the month. They're normally at the hospital. We let everyone know if we're meeting someplace else, but normally at their hospital in their conference room.
And you can have lunch if you like from the hospital cafeteria, which is really good.
It really is.
And you won't buy a meal for any less money than what they have up there.
Yeah, it's really good food. It's sometimes too good.
Yeah, they do have some sweets up there.
Yes, they do. It's very tempting, and we usually indulge at least a little bit.
Sure, sure. All right. Anything else?
No, I don't think. Would like to mention that there's a fundraiser going on next weekend for Mike and Paula Booker and Julie Tolene. So
That's on Sunday, I believe.
Yes, one that we are supporting and stuff.
Okay.
Our members are supporting, and we're not directly involved, but indirectly we encourage everyone to support them as well.
Yeah, that's Sunday, and it's at the municipal building. So,
yes, it is.
Yep.
So,
kind of over the lunch hour. So, and it's pancake and free will donation, I think. So
I believe so. Yes, and I think there's a silent auction, but I can't even tell you for sure.
Yeah, there is. I've got a sheet here. I'll mention that again later, Colleen.
But so that's mainly what we're involved with right now. So we had such a busy February. We're kind of looking forward to a little bit of a, but we have a rotary peace pole that we're working on getting, and we're going to put it out at the barn.
Oh,
the
great.
visitor setting, and we're kind of working as exactly how we're going to place it and what other additional signage or whatever that we're working on. So we'll keep you informed on that one.
Okay, a lot of good things coming.
Yeah.
Now, you got your keys?
Yes.
Got your car?
I got my car, yes.
And I hope the rest of the day goes as planned.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Thanks, Colleen.
Thanks.
We'll take a time out with these words.
We are here for you, no matter where it works best to meet. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We may have closed our Broken Bow office, but that doesn't mean Lori and I aren't ready to hit the road to meet where it's most convenient for you. Whether that's your home, conference rooms, coffee shops, or a picnic table in the park, we'll bring our competitive, trusted coverage to you. You can also come by our Callaway office Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. until 5, or Fridays, 7:30 a.m. till noon, or call 836-2201 and let's talk so we can go to work for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
When severe weather occurs, the outcomes can be devastating. Ranky understands cleaning up and returning to normal can be a long process. The trained personnel at Central Nebraska Diesel are ready to assist you in getting your irrigation system back in running order. With a variety of services available, equipment and repair parts, Central Nebraska Diesel can provide the help you need. Working together with Central Nebraska Diesel and Ranky will ensure your irrigation needs are met. Contact Central Nebraska Diesel, your local Ranky dealer, and see what they can do for you.
Your big dreams deserve small town service, and that's what you'll get at Ansley Lumber and Supply. From new home builds to remodels, including quartz, granite, and cabinetry, their team works alongside of you every step of the way. Need ag supplies like fencing wire, posts, or tanks? They have them. And in a full line of quality Benjamin Moore paint and delivery, and you're set. Visit Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 or Saturdays, 8 to noon, and see the difference local makes at Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Later on in the show, we'll give you a chance to win that $25 gift card to JM's Gifts in Cozad. Now, if you've been to the store, we know you want to win the $25. If you haven't been to the store, win the $25 and go check it out. You will be amazed at all the different things they have in the store. And Paul would love to have you stop down and take a look. Still some job openings that we can tell you about as we continue through the show this morning. The Nebraska Department of Transportation is looking for a high-level employee who wants to work and be a part of the team because it's an entry-level highway construction technician job that you can get and then grow and during your time with the team in Broken Bow. Experience is preferred but not necessary. The training is available to the right person to conduct on-site construction inspection and survey for transportation projects. At the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide the training and career development and the advancement opportunities. They offer ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package that includes a matching retirement contribution. You can apply, and you have to apply online for this job, all of the jobs at the state. So go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. And again, this information is available on Sandhills Express jobs page.
And another job opportunity that is posted right now comes from Callaway Public Schools as they are looking for a business office manager. It's a full-time position, 40 hours per week, benefits package included. Business degree would be preferred, and it's year-round. So come join their Callaway Public School family. If you're interested, contact Superintendent J.D. Furrow at 308-836-2272. That's 836-2272. Feel free to stop into the school and fill out an application during regular business hours. Again, Callaway Public Schools looking for a business office manager.
All right, my 66-inch friend.
Yes.
Got some more music lined up for you and our listeners out there. Sweet Soul Song, Tedeschi Trucks Band. that maybe unfold differently than what you thought they would.
Yes, that's kind of become the theme today, hasn't it?
It has. And here's an example how sometimes you plan, you put the effort in, things are going great, and all of a sudden something happens.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going to break your heart.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
A marathon runner is running along, about ready to win the marathon. This is a true story. And score a national title. But the motorcycle the runners are supposed to follow made a wrong turn, and she went with them.
Oh, no.
Yes. It cost the race leader, Jess McLean, a championship and a prize of $20,000. She followed the bike for a couple of minutes before realizing she had made a wrong turn, and she ended up finishing 8th.
And ran a lot farther than anybody else. Obviously. I mean, because she had to find her way back to the regular course.
She was ahead, cruising along.
Oh, man.
Followed the wrong bike and ended up 8th.
Wow. Man, I feel for her. I kind of feel for the person on the motorcycle or whatever that was being used to lead them. I would feel awful if I took a wrong turn and led her down the wrong path.
Let me read this again. Make sure. Ready to score a national title, but the motorcycle the runners were supposed to follow made a wrong turn. So,
man, if you were the one on the motorcycle, could you live with yourself? I would feel terrible.
I would too.
Wow.
Good morning. Come on in. Grab a chair. Scotty Ross is here from Custer County Economic Development. Scotty, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm here to weigh in. What do you feel terrible about?
Oh, Dave just read a story about a marathon runner, correct?
Yeah, was leading the marathon. She was going to win $20,000 for the championship, and the bike that they were following, motorcycle I assume, took a wrong turn.
Oh.
And she and a few others followed the bike. Others went ahead, and she ended up coming in 8th.
Oh, that is a bummer.
Yeah.
I would feel bad too. That's something I would do though, on accident.
Brent's saying, "Hey, well, what about the person who took the wrong turn? They're probably going to feel bad the rest of their life too."
Yeah, I feel bad for them, just like I feel bad for the runner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again,
that's kind of like, of course, we have cross-country races that we cover here in our area, and they usually have a person in a golf cart lead the way.
Mm-hmm.
And when I will go to some of the cross-country meets, that is kind of in my head. I'm like, man, that's just got to be a lot of pressure on the person in the golf cart leading the way, for fear of what you just talked about, taking a wrong turn or something, or leading them down the wrong path.
I always wondered how fast you thought you needed to go on a cross country. How far ahead of them do I need to be?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have been to a few races, and I'll just say the Broken Bow Invite. You can tell that the person in the golf cart, they've got it floored. And there are some of those kids that are like right up on it.
Mm-hmm.
They run that fast for that distance, which really is incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Well, Scotty, how you been? Long time no see.
I know. We're everywhere, aren't we?
Well, yes, it's been busy, but it's been a good kind of busy.
Mm-hmm.
The Friends of the Byway annual gathering took place in Caro Saturday. You and Meadow were there?
Yes.
Meadow was part of the process too, Brent. She was the person who drew for the door prizes.
Nice.
And she received quite a prize for doing that, didn't she?
Yes, that tractor's in my car. We had to bring it to town, but she didn't want to take it into daycare because she didn't want those boys to break it. But she wanted to bring it with her today. So thank you so much, Linda Tion.
That was very nice.
She's always thinking of Meadow. She got to draw the winners for the door prizes. She kept drawing people from the tourism bureau who donated the basket, so she got to keep drawing, so that was fun.
Yeah, made it longer for her. She seemed to enjoy it, and she won a real nice John Deere tractor. Lights come on and everything.
Oh,
she even refrained from pushing the buttons through the entire crane presentation, which I was impressed with.
Yes, she's a very good young lady. She behaves herself really well. So
I've drug her along, as you know, to just about everything. So she's kind of used to it.
Well, my hope as the chairman of the group is that with my association with you, that I'll be able to color with Meadow one of these days.
Okay. Yes, you've been into the office once before where she has a little workstation. I have to get her the keyboard and a monitor out and the calculator. I mean, she's working.
Yeah,
she's got stuff to do.
She has things she's drawing. She has puzzles going on. I just hope somewhere down the road I'll be able to, color a picture with her.
She could teach you a thing or two.
I think she could.
So you missed Saturday morning. We went to the Roots Museum in Caro, and talk about a cool little museum right there in little old Caro. A lot of history, clear back from they had like a mastodon jaw and like a 5,500 pound buffalo. The way they had figured the skull, it was, I don't know, 15,000 years old or something, and then history of just people coming and settlements in Hall County, and there was a Robinson stable, which that's my maiden name, that raised Percheon. And I have an old poster from my dad, so I'm going to have to do some looking into that and see if there's some history there related to my family. But it was neat. It was in their old school. And so we got kind of a little tour there, and then we went over and had our annual convention, and yeah, the radio station got the Friends of the Byway Award. So thank you guys for coming.
Oh, we enjoyed it. Quite a interesting presentation on the cranes and whooping cranes, and there's a lot more to those cranes than we thought.
Yeah,
they're pretty amazing birds.
And I love how he brings up the fact that we take for granted things that people would come here and pay a lot of money to see. And that's something that we really need to sit back and look at from a 10,000-foot view. He said, like the dance of the prairie chickens and the grouse. Somebody who doesn't grow up around here, I mean, they'll pay a lot of money to come be able to see that. They don't get to see that.
No.
And what did he say? The little box on the island in the river?
You'll like this one, Brent. This is a box. The landowner figured out that people from other places can get close to those cranes. They'll do just about anything to do that, and they'll spend a pretty good amount of money, right? So it was looked like a big dog house, and he said you get a bucket and you go in and you sleep in there, because that way you'll be there first thing in the morning when the cranes are there and close.
You get a dirt floor and a bucket.
Yeah.
For guess how much a night?
Well,
give you a hint. It's more than the nicest hotel in Grand Island.
I'll just throw out $500.
You're close.
Yeah.
400.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
So the idea is you're there, and then the cranes just basically come in right around you. Is that the idea of it?
Yeah. And in the morning that's when they're still hanging around. You can see them. And that was just one example of what you're talking about, Scotty, is that we don't understand sometimes what we have.
Right. Yeah, we do take it for granted, and I'm guilty of that. But, I've been able to look at it from a perspective because I went away for a while and then came back, and it's like the natural water resources that we have, the recreation that we have. You go down and live in Kansas and Oklahoma, and it's not nearly as nice as what you have here in Nebraska. Yeah. It's just not. It's so pristine. It's almost like going back in time when you come to this state, especially if you head a little farther north of here.
Yeah, I was going to say the Sandhills are just like they were a long, long time ago, with a few ranches here and there and a few communities. But Linda Tion and the folks up that way, they understand that, and they're really working hard to make this a place where a lot of people want to drive, and a lot of people like Highway 2.
Yeah.
In fact, one of those is a very famous volleyball coach.
Oh, Mr. Cook? Yeah.
Showed a video of him. They pulled him in on That wasn't a byway video, though. Who was he there for?
Let's see. He was speaking. Boy,
Anyways, he offered us some of the footage, and John Cook said, "I don't want your money." But he talked about how when he goes to his place up in Wyoming,
yes,
the fastest way is to take the interstate and then up.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, I always take Highway 2 because it's just so scenic, and it just makes the trip more enjoyable. So
yep.
he said we could use some of that footage if we wanted to.
And he mentioned also the people.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
The people in the small towns and just the charming stops along the way.
Yeah. So he was willing to give up that couple of minute compliment on the Sandhills at no charge,
Mm-hmm.
and it was well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting day.
Mm-hmm.
The food was good. That's quite a nice place there.
Yes, he's put a lot of work into that. We gave him an award, you may recall, last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a small grant that we give out to businesses every year, and he used it to do some landscaping work outside of there, which he didn't even need landscaping to make it look 100 times better than what it used to look like when it was a little junkyard there. So
yeah,
he's done a lot for that community, and he used to be the endangered species expert for the Nebraska Tourism Bureau,
yes,
right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So he also was able to weigh in on a few key facts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great place, and yeah, if anybody who's been up and down the highway for a good amount of time remembers when that was just a big pile of iron,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's old.
Yeah, so check out Old Ironsides in Caro.
Yeah,
next time you go through.
Great.
Scotty, question for you. Since we're kind of on this topic with the
Mhm.
byway, Broken Bow right on the byway, talk a little bit about, in your thought process, the importance of the byway and the way it flows right into economic development for Custer County.
Yeah, the relationship is huge. In fact, there were several digs about the fact that the barn was supposed to go to Caro, and it ended up in Broken Bow because we had a team of people who recognized the significance of having people stop here for that visitor center. And then, I've worked the barn where everybody asks, what else is there to do in town?
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's an economic impact, but the longer I'm in economic development, I want the data. So, the guys from the Tourism Bureau talked about like the economic impact of having the state fair or livestock shows in Grand Island now. I'm really working to try to figure out actual numbers of the increase in sales revenue in Broken Bow because of certain things like the byway. There was a statistic on Saturday that he shared that came from the FDIC, and they talked about the economic impact of these byways and the tourism. The revenue impact was what, $450,000 per mile.
Mm-hmm.
$450,000 per mile of just from people touring those byways and stopping and spending money.
Yeah, and
we do not think about that.
We don't. Now we're spread out more on this stretch of the road. It might not be that number, but he mentioned it could be half of that.
Yeah, the statistics can be a little skewed because you're comparing it to, you compile all your data with like a Route 66 and some of the bigger ones, but it's a huge impact.
Yeah. Well, we know the cranes, they're an economic boom this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
And what some of the landowners figured out was some pretty good stories.
Yeah.
Photo opportunities set up, and and I don't know. Most people even from here have driven down this time of year to see if you could get close and get a good view of them. They're amazing birds. I mean, there's so much more to their story than you would think.
Yeah. And, I wonder too, I think this is true because I know I spend a lot of time around animals. They have figured out that they're not going to get shot in Nebraska, right? Because that migration pattern funnels right to Nebraska. And he said they hunt them in the Dakotas. They hunt them just south of here.
Texas.
And they funnel right through Nebraska, and there's no hunting season on them here. So, but we figured out how to because hunting has economic impact too. And Tom Brewer, that used to be our state representative, would say, like, bringing hunters to the area does have a huge economic impact. You ask all these little towns like Sargent, Arnold, Callaway, who fills their hotels most often, it's hunters. But we are definitely still making plenty of money on those cranes by not shooting them.
Yeah, they're quite a sight. Didn't know that they have different the noise they make. They can distinguish. They have two eggs. Usually only one survives, or they make sure only one survives.
Yeah. Sibling rivalry, one will kill the other, is what they said.
Yeah.
Well,
but there's.
You guys didn't know you were going to get a nature special today, did
No,
you?
no, I'm loving this. Yeah, this is extremely interesting.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
And it does really highlight the fact that look at what you have, and don't overlook the possibilities, right?
Yeah, and I go back to the water resources. When we lived in Kansas and Oklahoma, and it just felt like a desert because we couldn't just go jump in the river. Again, we take it for granted. People travel a long ways to come up here and jump, go to the lake or go to the river. So it's huge here. So I think I would encourage even people to just think outside of the box and, like I said, take the 10,000-foot view of maybe there's something I can put a cardboard sign out by the road and offer, and not just in Custer County, but just greater Nebraska.
Yeah. Well, we've talked tourism long enough that we're to our news time, but we want to talk about some other things. Can you hang with us a little bit?
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll have more conversations about economic development right after the news.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now.
JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday, scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report.
This is not Iraq. This is not endless.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth as the 2-day-old war with Iran spreads out across the Middle East. The military confirms the death of a 4th American soldier from injuries sustained during the initial attacks. Hegseth is not ruling out U.S. boots on the ground in Iran.
President Trump ensures that our enemies understand we'll go as far as we need to go to advance American interests. But we're not dumb about it. You don't have to roll 200,000 people in there and stay for 20 years.
Correspondent Charlie Daggett, reporting from Tel Aviv, says it could take a while to destroy Iran's missile capabilities.
They've got at least 2,000 missiles of different ranges and the launch pads to launch those missiles, both mobile and set silos, as they call them.
The U.S. confirms Kuwait accidentally shot down 3 American fighter jets, all crew members ejected safely. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Tyler Reddick was the NASCAR winner for the 3rd straight week to start the season. For his team's co-owner Michael Jordan, Shane Van Gisbergen finished second. The race was on the road course in Austin, Texas. No individual driver had ever won 3 straight to start a year in the Cup Series. Alex Palou won the IndyCar season opener on the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida. Nico Echeverria took the golf tournament in Florida. Shane Lowry, who had the late lead, finished in a tie for second. Lionel Messi with 2 goals as Miami in Major League Soccer got 4 goals second half to win 4-2 at Orlando. The St. Louis Cardinals gave manager Carlos Marmol a 2-year extension. College hoops, Ohio State upset number 8 Purdue. Women's number 1 UConn is undefeated still after an easy win at St. John's. NBA victories for the Clippers and Lakers. Oklahoma City won again. Boston beat Philadelphia 114-98.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Cloudy skies expected today with daytime highs approaching 48. Winds out of the south, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for rain with fog in spots tonight. Lows dip down to about 31. Cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 53 and foggy early tomorrow. Slight chance of rain. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
906, 27 degrees here at Broken Bow, and a cloudy sky. A little hazy out there yet this morning. The wind's not a big factor so far, so all in all, pretty nice day, and I don't think visibility is a problem, so just drive careful out there. We do have the fire danger index back up there again, so keep that in mind when the winds do pick up, or I guess any time until we get some more moisture on the ground. We're talking with Scotty Ross with the Custer County Economic Development Group, and we've had a great conversation about tourism simply because we were both fortunate enough to attend the Scenic Byways annual gathering that they have and reelect officers and so forth, but they had a great presentation on, again, tourism and the dollars it generates. So maybe as we go along, I know there's some planning in the future here with Economic Development Group that we may talk a little bit more about tourism and the importance of it. But you're getting together, well, we're getting together in the very near future to come up with a plan, right?
Yes, I'll be reviewing the summary data from our survey that went out with Rick Nelson of NPPD this afternoon. And just so I kind of have some time to digest it ahead of our meeting with the board next week. It'll be a week from today. We'll get together and have kind of a little lunch meeting. And traditionally, we will put together some short and long-term goals into, sort of a visual spreadsheet so that we have it in front of us and we kind of can mark things, measurable things along the way as we're working towards them.
There's probably some things that you, with your experience now, know are going to be, identified. Every community our size are probably going to identify some of the same things that we've talked about. But are you kind of looking for some ideas outside the box?
I am. The biggest thing I'm looking for is some direction in putting. We're very lucky to have had a few grants in the past that have given us a good financial position to put some things to work. And the grant environment right now is tough. And so we are in a better position than a lot of economic development organizations. So we're very lucky in that aspect of it. The biggest thing, I want some direction from the board. I have ideas and I'll share them, but ultimately, CEDC is a private nonprofit organization that is governed by a board of directors. It's a very large board of directors. There's 36 now. So every A member is a voting board member, and then the B members represent 10, they elect 10% to represent them on the board. So 36 is a big number.
It is.
We're not going to get all 36 people together in this room. We've narrowed it down to our elected executive committee, but housing is always at the top of the list. Childcare is kind of in the last 5 years on the top, but it kind of became an issue very quickly because when you don't have it, it has a huge impact on your workforce. That's something that the world of economic development had to wrap their head around very quickly. Because like I always say, with housing, you can put money, you can throw money at it. Childcare, you could throw money at it, but it doesn't matter because you have to have the right people. And it takes time to train those people. It takes time to recruit those right people. And then it takes time for them to get established in your community. Because as a mom, sure, if people in Buffalo County say she's great, that's fine, but I'm not dumping my kid off with her until I know she's good,
right.
So things like that do affect the timeline on childcare initiatives. We've been really lucky. We had a local provider that was willing to expand, that already had that reputation in the community and had been established for a long period of time. But, so housing, childcare, they kind of flip-flop there at the top. we've got a lot of new development housing projects going. A huge conversation through 6 Regions 1 Nebraska, which I'm part of the initiative, and also just lots of work groups in Greater Nebraska, is addressing vacant properties and dilapidated properties, nuisance abatement. And I was having this conversation with one of my board members a couple weeks ago, and he said, it's been a problem since the beginning of time. And I said, what's the answer? And he's like, you gotta have somebody that's willing to make people mad, and that's hard in small towns. When, this guy's the mayor's buddy, or, 4 or 5 of them are on the village council, or, whatever it happens to be. But there are some people, very passionate people in rural Nebraska, that are ready to address the problem, because with housing being an issue and so much, really fairly decent housing stock just sitting empty for one reason or another, it's like, this is silly.
Yeah.
As much as it costs to build a new house, it's really time to start addressing this. So thinking outside of the box of like, is it, establishing a separate entity that can be contracted by these village boards to kind of take the bias out of the decision, and some, just again, we talk about outside eyes.
Yep.
Driving into town, like maybe you're used to seeing it all the time, you don't realize, well, that's a nuisance.
You need a neutral party.
Yes.
Yeah, I think all of us understand that, because if we all know one another for the most part, and you're not looking for any troubles with your neighbors.
Right.
But on the other hand, it would be nice if that nuisance was cleaned up, and it would help the whole neighborhood and the community itself. And we're talking all the communities.
Right.
They all have the same challenge.
Yeah.
So.
And it's, again, we go back to the data of revenue, the difference in revenue, tax revenue, people, a family living in a house versus that house just storing somebody's stuff, or an empty lot sitting there with junk cars on it or something. It has a huge economic impact. And so that's really where you start creating buy-in with your village boards and such, is putting together a study and presenting that difference in revenue if you were putting some of these properties to use. So that'll definitely be part of the conversation, but tourism's always in there, coordinating all the communities. We've got some communities that are really passionate or trying to revive some of their economic development initiatives, like up in Sargent through their ECAP process they just went through with Sean Caskey. Arnold's always, they've got Cheryl. They're always working on new things. They're doing a really cool kind of some downtown renovation type stuff right now that's keeping her really busy. Callaway's looking for a developer, but that never slows them down. They've got a really strong committee down there and a lot of really driven people. So there's going to be a lot of things that will be part of the conversation that maybe haven't been discussed before.
Okay.
But yeah, the traditional things will always kind of float to the top.
Right. So you're getting together today with Rick Nelson with MPPD, and then there's a meeting a week from today for smaller board members, and then you'll have another meeting later in the month, the regular meeting, which I assume that will be the main topic.
Yep. So that's when we'll present really kind of the results of what we decided in our meeting, and present that board to the plan to the full board for approval and feedback. But it's going to be a busy month.
It is.
It's going to be a really busy month.
Got that way in a hurry, didn't
yeah.
it? One of the things that probably shows up often on a survey would be, quality schools. And we have a lot of good schools in Custer County. And today, you may know that they're having an open house and giving tours starting here in about 15 minutes, I think 9:30. And then they're having a ribbon cutting at 11 o'clock. So if people out there listening, be a good time to come and see the improvements if they haven't been in the school.
Yeah, it's huge. You can tell the improvements from the outside, but until you get inside, man, you don't realize everything they did in there. It's really cool. So I would encourage everybody that, even if you're at work, talk to your employer about taking shifts and going down there and seeing it, because it's very impressive.
Yeah.
And it's something that our community needs to be really proud of.
Yeah.
Because I talk to a lot of communities that are really struggling with getting people behind a school bond. And there are things that if your community's not bettering, it goes in the opposite direction really quickly. And that's, schools and other youth related recreation. Mm-hmm. So like if a small town loses their pool, for example, I can always tell things are going to get really tough in that little town.
Nice parks are important.
Yes.
So
it's a big reason why people live in rural Nebraska.
Yeah. Yeah, and when people are maybe considering moving to one of our communities, and they drive around and take a look at the school and the city facilities and the library and the pools and
Mm-hmm.
all those sorts of things, you want them to have a good look and be impressed with what they're looking at.
Right.
That could be the difference in whether they move or not.
Right.
To that community.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, you are going to be busy and you have some challenges, but it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, we're in a great position as I meet with other communities and other organizations across the state. I've said this before in meetings. They're asking us, how do we get this done?
Yeah.
So that's something that we need to be proud of as a community.
All right,
for sure.
Scotty. Thanks for coming in. Enjoyed the conversation and look forward to this busy month.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being on board.
You bet. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio.
Ready to turn that yard into a total showstopper? Well, the Garden Center in Broken Bow has the ultimate game plan for you. It starts with their powerful iron-rich formula designed to help your lawn grow richer, greener, and thicker while knocking weeds out of the picture. The Garden Center covers you from the first spring weed prevention and broadleaf control to summer feeding and that crucial fall winterizer. Go all in with the full program and save 10%. Plus, the Garden Center will help you get the right spreader setting for a perfect application. And if you need a spreader, you can even borrow one of theirs. Stop in today and see the difference it makes with the Garden Center's 5-step program.
The Quilting Shack is excited to continue serving the community. Visit them in Broken Bow Wednesday through Friday 9 to 3 and Saturday through Tuesday by appointment. Just call 559-309-5279. Get ready for their upcoming March classes. March 14th, create fabric stuffable Easter eggs, and March 28th, sign up for a half-square triangle quilting class and walk away with a finished product. Stop in or call for more details. The Quilting Shack in Broken Bow. Give them a follow on Facebook.
It is 9:18, and we have a few more things we want to tell you about and also give you a chance to win that Love Local gift card to JM's Gifts in Cozad before we close the show. And again, if you haven't been to the store, this is your chance to take a look. If you've been there, we know you already want to go back, so be sure and listen carefully. That will come here in just a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about Off-Broadway in Broken Bow, something else probably that will be discussed in the economic survey because it's important to have care for senior citizens who don't want to spend their time worrying about doing the lawn and cleaning the gutters and doing all the things that you need to do when you're renting or owning a home. Comes a time in life where maybe you want to put that behind you and just enjoy things, and they can offer that at Off-Broadway in Broken Bow. They offer exceptional assisted and independent living, plus a great move-in special and referral bonus. The staff can help you with housekeeping, medication management, and meals, and take that burden off your shoulders that we were talking about there. Off-Broadway is a 24/7 facility, and they'll be there if you need them, giving you peace of mind while still maintaining your independence. You choose your level of care and are free to come and go as you please. Let them handle the cooking and cleaning so you can spend more time doing what you love, No yard work, no snow scooping, just comfort, community, and convenience. And they're very proud of their home-cooked meals that they offer, and enjoy a full schedule of activities to keep you engaged and entertained with the friendly staff that's sure to brighten your day. Come take a look around and see what they have to offer. They would love to welcome you through the doors, so stop by and ask if you can take a tour. They'll either do that right there then and now, or they'll set up a time so that you can look around.
All right. Hey, if you're looking to put your business logo or name on a new shirt, a new hoodie, maybe a new hat, so that you can promote your business while you're out and about, well, Circle V Stitch and Post can help you with that. They can pretty much do anything when it comes to personalizing. So visit with Velma at Circle V Stitch and Post. She has you covered. Also, don't forget she does things like custom letter jackets, too, personalized exactly how your student wants it. Velma also creates some really special embroidered gifts like throws for weddings, memorials, or those meaningful moments you want to remember. And she does things like cowhide coasters, rugs, and table runners that she can customize just for you. So support local and turn your ideas into something that you will love. Give Velma a call at Circle V Stitch and Post, 308-872-6173. Leave her a message if she doesn't answer, and she'll get back in touch with you.
Boss Skaggs for you on The Breakfast Show with a little payday.
Signed with pride, sold with integrity.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's valuable for maximizing revenue, too. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have the decision-making tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like Farm Credit Services of America. Call 800-884-FARM. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Farming comes with trade-offs. An extra pass means dinner in the cab. An early morning becomes a late night. Unnecessary restrictions turn into headaches. But when you make Enlist herbicides the foundation of your herbicide program, the trade-offs will be in your favor. Effective weed control that's ready to work when you are. Flexible tank mix options and neighbor-friendly applications, all without the need to jump through hoops. See what you'll gain with America's most trusted herbicide system protecting your Enlist E3 soybean fields at Enlist.com.
Tolvera herbicide is all about flexibility. With tank mix compatibility to combat weed resistance, a 9-month plant-back rotation to most major crops that helps boost profitability, and an active ingredient new to the cereals market, Tolvera herbicide can easily manage hard-to-control broadleaf weeds and foxtails. Oh, now if it could only manage the traffic. For more flexible weed control, visit corteva.us/flex.
Couple more things we want to touch on here before we close the show. Brent, I know, has something he wants to talk about, and I did want to mention to you that we will begin the Mind Match game on Wednesday, and that starts on Wednesday. The game will be around 7:45 in the morning, and if you haven't got your name in the pool, you can do that by going to Sandhills Express and getting yourself entered, because that's how you enter for a chance to win cash.
Yeah, right. You have to be a part of the contestant pool to play Mind Match, and then every week we'll draw a name, we'll contact you, we'll get you set up and ready, and then we'll contact you live during the show on Wednesday at 7:45 and give you an opportunity to play Mind Match, where you have to match the thoughts of one of us to win $25 in cash. Now, if we don't have a winner on a particular week, then we'll just keep adding $25 to the cash jackpot until we get a winner.
Pottery wheel.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, if you're going to match the mind of Dave, no matter what the question is, just keep that answer in mind.
I'm giving you a hint. Pottery wheel.
Oh, Dave.
But I don't have any idea what the other questions or answers will be. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
It will be.
And as you say, it's a cumulative jackpot, so it could get pretty big. And there's no max on it, by the way, until we end the game. So
right.
Anyway,
yes.
You want to talk about a very nice blanket quilt?
Yeah, well, I know that I think maybe you have information. We have the benefit, right, for Julie Tolene and...
Yes, the Mike and Paula Booker.
Okay, that's coming up this weekend. Our friend Cynthia with Nebraska Past Your Door emailed us some information regarding a special quilt that has been donated for the fundraising efforts for Julie Tolene. Deb Briner has generously made and donated a quilt to be used for the fundraising efforts there. Donate to encourage Julie by signing your name on the quilt for a minimum donation of $10, or certainly you can donate more. The quilt is currently located at Nebraska Past Your Door on the west side of the square in Broken Bow between H&R Block and Costas until the time of the benefit on March 8th. You'll have that time to go into Nebraska Past Your Door, make a donation, and sign the quilt. All donations and the quilt with a matching pillowcase will then be given to Julie for her battle against breast cancer. So keep that in mind and do that for Julie this week. And you can stop into Nebraska Past Your Door to make that donation and sign the quilt.
All right. And then on Sunday, March 8th, as Brent mentioned, there'll be a benefit for Julie and Mike and Paula Booker. They've all been diagnosed with cancer, and friends want to raise funds to help them with their medical expenses. So this will be a free will donation pancake and silent auction. The proceeds for the event will be divided among them. And if you can't make the pancake feed, you can go to the banks and make a donation. Julie's benefit account is at Nebraska State Bank. And Paula and Mike Booker's is at Custer Federal, and you can make your donations that way. And if you'd like to donate auction items, you can get a hold of Bridget at 720-505-1275, Donna at 870-0563, Abby at 870-1561, and Vicki at 870-2722. And I realize that it's hard to write those numbers down. There's posters around, and this is also posted, so you'll be able to find this on Facebook as well if you want to make your donation that way. So you've got the quilt that Brent mentioned for Julie, and then this benefit on Sunday, March 8th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. And we know that we're going to have a good, healthy turnout for that because they're good folks.
Yes, absolutely.
I wish there was a way we could blow up cancer and get rid of it.
Yes.
Just, everybody's had someone in their family or suffered cancer themselves. Fortunately, through research and efforts, there's more and more people surviving cancer, and that will be the case with these three with our help. All right. A chance to win a $25 gift card is coming up to JM's Gifts and Cozad. It's a type of store that will have you saying, wow, as you come through the door. No matter what the season of year, you'll find it packed with everything from gifts to decorations, greeting cards and pharmacy items. Their game selection is unique. It features those classic family games you enjoyed as a kid and the very latest for family game night. And dozens of choices are in stock. So when you get some time aside, go shop at JM's Gifts in downtown Cozad. You will not regret it. It's quite a store. So this is your chance to win yourself a $25 gift certificate or gift card to JM's Gifts in Cozad in honor of the Love Local giveaway. So give me a call. Be the second caller at 872-2801.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here. Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring. Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now. JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday. Scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet. Just a couple things, huh? Maybe more than a couple.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
All right, it is 9:34, and we had our second caller, and we're going to find out who that caller is. I should tell you, you're on the air. Legally, I must do that. Who are we talking to?
This is Peg Meyer.
Peg Meyer, how are you?
Well, I'm not doing too bad.
Well, good, good. Now, our question today, now you're the winner. You've won yourself a $25 gift card to JM's Gifts in Cozad. Have you been to the store before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I think you're going to love it, Peg. It's going to be a fun experience for you. So stop out to the station here. We'll have it for you so you can go down and do some shopping, okay?
That would be awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, Peg. Now, the other question, since we have you here, we've been talking about making a plan and having it go awry. You know, like, I plan to do this, and then it doesn't work out. Have you ever had that happen?
Oh, yeah. I think all of us have had it happen more than once.
Yes. Has it happened today, Peg?
Not so far.
Okay.
So far, everything's going pretty smooth.
Great. Plus, you probably didn't plan on winning a card for $25 today, so that's a good change in a plan, right?
That is. That's a nice change.
Well, you have a great day. We thank you for listening and enjoy your shopping experience at JM's.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peg. All right, that's our winner.
Good.
And that's our show. Hope you'll join me again tomorrow, my 66-inch friend.
I will plan to be here.